Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Today, we're going to be making a really fun craft that's great for both adults and kids. It is a duct tape pen or pencil. It's a great gift, and it's really easy to make. In fact, what's really fun about this craft is this was taught to me by a kid at one of our parties. We were doing a party and we had all these duct tapes there and we were making duct tape wallets and purses. And he said to me, "Have you ever made a duct tape rose?" And I was like, "No." He said, "Well, let's make some." And I said, "Well, I don't know how to make them." And he said, "I'll teach you." And literally 3 minutes later, we had everybody making duct tape roses. It was the coolest thing in the whole wide world. So the neat thing about this craft is that you really don't need much. All you need is a pen or a pencil and some duct tape. And here's the other great thing about this. You know, if you're doing a lot of projects with duct tape, you're going to find that you get to the end of the roll and you'll have about a foot left. This is the perfect craft for this because really you only need 2-inch swatches to make your petals on your rose. So it's the perfect thing. You can get 6 or 7, petals out of the last little bits of your duct tape. So it's great. All right, so to start, we're just going to need a pencil, just like this, and a little bit of duct tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this orange duct tape and I'm going to rip off about 2 inches. Now this is where it's great for parents and kids to work together because the parents, you guys get to rip the tape, just like that. And kids get to turn it into a petal. To turn it into a petal, all you're going to do is flip your tape over and gently pull the edge in halfway, just like that, on one side, and bring the other edge in on the other side, just like that, to make sort of a little house shape. See that? Looks like a little kind of pointy house, or an arrow, or a bird beak, whatever you want to think it looks like. For me, it's a petal. Okay, I'm going to take this, and I'm now going to lay it right on top of my pencil, just like this, and now I'm just going to wrap it around. Bloop, and bloop, and can you see it? There it is, the beginning of my duct tape rose. That's the inside petal. Now, I'm going to use a couple pieces that I've already got made here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different color so you can see exactly how I'm doing this. I'm just going to place it on the opposite side. So I'm going to lay it on top and wrap it around. And now you see how there's spaces everywhere? See how there's a space here, space there? That's where I'm going to lay my next petal. So I'm going to take an orange one this time so you can see it nice and clearly. Just like that. I'm going to lay it right in that space, right there. Wrap it around. And now you can see where my next open space is. I'm going to use blue again so you can see. Wrap it around. And do you see how the rose is starting to form? Now I'm going to keep going. There's my empty space. Fill it in the empty space. Now the great thing about this too is it really doesn't matter if you're off by a centimeter or a half an inch or a full inch, because really it takes on its own look and its own shape. And if you ever looked at a rose isn't perfect where its petals are, and it's still beautiful. So you just keep going around and around just like that, filling in your spaces, and you can see that it takes on this beautiful rose shape. Now, to finish it off, you can make this as big as you want, but I'm going to finish it off right now. So to finish it off, we're going to need something to make the stem. Now, if you've got green duct tape, that's great. I'm going to put this down for just a second. What you're going to need is about a foot of duct tape, about that much. I'm going to rip it off. I'm going to place it at an angle, just like this. I'm going to wrap this side around. And now I'm going to start wrapping my whole pencil. What I'm doing is I'm turning my pencil and just kind of keeping my tape tight as I go. So my fingers down here are keeping the tape tight as I turn my pencil. And what that's doing is that's just giving my pencil a nice coat. Now, I like to, when I do pencils, not go all the way down to the end because I like to give myself a place that I can actually, sharpen. You can sharpen past the tape point, but it does get a little mungy and messy in your sharpener. So I like to leave at least an inch so you can make your nice point down there. Now I'm going to take this last little remaining piece, if you noticed I ripped it off there, take that and rip it in half because what I'm going to do is just kind of give it a nice solid end right there. And you can leave it like this if you like, you know, see how that angle is. But if you like to finish it off, you just use that extra piece of tape that I just took and ripped and put it on there just like that. And there you have a nice duct tape pencil. What's also great about this is, say you have like a little sign-in sheet, like you're a teacher or something like that. If you put this at your sign-in sheet, nobody's going to take it, because if they do, people will know who stole it. So anyway, I love these things. I think they're really great. I think they make great presents. And you know, if you make a whole bunch of them, you can put them into a nice little vase, make a little bouquet, which is always a great gift for a teacher because they always need pencils and pens. I hope you enjoy the duct tape rose as much as I do. For more great ideas with duct tape and other projects, come on over to Sophie-World.com. I can't wait to see what you'll create.